Tēnā koutou e te whānau. We made it. It's been a while. We've just been moving house, changing job, settling into our new lifestyle. Now that we're a couple months in, we've had a bit of a break from the YouTube. I'm going to be honest, I was pretty over it by then. We're back now and we're going to give you guys a summary of our 90-day challenge. We did complete it. We got there. 90 days done. So in this video, we will be breaking down our key analytics, challenges we've had along the way. Would we do this again? And the lessons we have learned. So let's break it down together.
So for our key analytics, we had 42,500 views over those 3 months, 1,300 hours of watch time. That's over 54 days of people watching our content, 615 new subscribers, $155 in revenue, which we thought wasn't too bad for a first push. We have another addition here with us. Our top 3 performing videos that we recorded during the 90-day series was the Jason Momoa lookalike contest. Did we win $1,000? Learning Māori weaponry, teaching karakia and essential tikanga, and then our third was the beginning of a new journey, Te Poia NZ Massey. In terms of our engagement and audience insights, most of our audience came from Aotearoa, 45.6%, followed by Australia, 12.9%, and the United States, which was 8.7%. 77% of our viewers aren't subscribed to our channel.
Darling's just taken our little one out for a kai. Anyway, back to the challenges. Our first challenge was consistency. That was by far the hardest part about it. Having to have a video every day. We committed to it, so we had to. We did have a choice. We could have just said, nah, we'll just do it tomorrow. I'm sure no one will notice, but we would know. So that was the hardest part, just keeping consistent. The most organised we were was when we went down to Rotorua. We had to be, because we had an interview to sort out. We had to travel and we couldn't record or upload. I mean, we could record, but we couldn't upload whilst we were out. So we had to be a bit more onto it, and that helped a ton. But as soon as we got home, we kind of just fell back into our old routine, and it wasn't until 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night, we'd be like, oh man, we still need to do a video. So we would do what we thought would be the easiest, which is the drawing videos. Probably just coming up with ideas. By the end of the challenge, we were just stuck with the art videos because we found they were the easiest to record. They were the easiest to edit, and you guys enjoyed them. So we just kept up with those ones. The hardest part was just having to come up with new designs and new ways to make those videos interesting, because I feel you can only watch drawing for so long before you get a bit bored of it. It was just hard to try and make those sorts of videos quite cinematic or interesting, really. That's why we added like those little cinematic intros at the beginning of like what we got up to during the day, or tried something a bit different with intros and all that sort of stuff. The music with commentary, without commentary, the book review stuff. So just trying to add all of these like little elements to make it a bit more beneficial than just like watch me draw. So for our lessons learned, so it coincides with one of our challenges, which was consistency builds momentum. So even though that was the hardest part of the challenge, it helped us drive the channel, it helped drive reach, and it helped people collectively come and find us. That was definitely a benefit of being consistent. In terms of every day, like looking forward, probably not. Maybe every week, because that just would fit better with our schedule. We'd be able to do more high quality content in terms of the editing and things like that. So that's definitely a lesson learned there. The second one, which is something that we're really proud of, is that our Māori focused content was our top performing content. A pretty awesome feat. We were tossing up heaps what we wanted our channel to be. Did we want it to be very vloggy? Did we want it to be kind of whānau orientated? Is it more towards the carving? Is it Morako? So then would it go down the fitness? Or did we want it to be like a self-improvement type thing? Or was it parenting? All these sorts of avenues we wanted to go down. But the one thing people resonated the most with I mean, according to our analytics, was all of our Māori content. Maybe a bit of vloggy stuff chucked in there because our Rotorua video did really well. So in terms of going around Aotearoa and then giving our experiences of different places of the country and maybe adding an art there. So, you know, say we go back home to Te Tairāwhiti, to Gisborne, we do a bit of a vlog there, and then I create a piece inspired by that trip. So there's like that sort of stuff. It's just a matter of mixing it all together. But that's a pretty awesome feat that our Māori content is the ones that perform the most. And then our third lesson was that we kind of disregarded shorts. When we started the challenge, it was just purely long form. We didn't even think about doing shorts. We could have said we're going to do 90 videos or 90 uploads consistently, and it'd be a long form or a short. That would have helped tremendously. But we see the benefits in shorts because obviously a lot of our content is based on YouTube and TikTok, so it's all short form content anyway. I think we're definitely going to push a little bit more when it comes to shorts. So Te whānau, would we do it again? No. I'm just being honest. Wouldn't do that again. Not because I didn't enjoy it. It was just, it's just too much. Trying to like balance everything else and then have to try and come up with a video. And I understand like pushing yourself and challenging yourself and all that sort of stuff. But in a way, it felt pretty stink too, because my two darlings were in the lounge. We didn't have a video, and then I had to go into the room for like 20 minutes to record, which is, I guess, yeah, it's like a small time frame, but that's 20 minutes that I miss out on being with my wife and my daughter. So I would much rather spend my time doing that, and then in the free time that I do have, say when our darling is asleep, that's when I would record a little bit here, do some shorts and stuff, get things bulk done so that we can just edit and do things while she's awake. So I definitely wouldn't do it again, because it just takes time away from the things that I really want to do, which is being a dad. So yeah, I'll hand it back over to my darling while I go play with our daughter. Catch up, whānau.
Before we finish this video, e te iwi, I wanted to quickly show you a bit of a preview, a sneak peek of our next product that we are going to release in our business, Tekotiri Limited. So as you can see, I'm wearing one of our sample hoodies here. We have both a black version and a beige version that we are hoping to bring out. There are a couple of minor changes I want to make on them, make this front logo a little bit smaller and bring our back logo up a little bit. But we wanted to show you guys a bit of a sneak peek. This is what we are currently working on. This will be available hopefully in the next couple of months for New Zealand, Australia, and hopefully the US. Still need to look into international shipping. And lastly, to wrap up, we wanted to introduce a bit of a new series that we're going to be working on in the back end for our following videos on YouTube, and that is our Art in the Park series. So if you remember from last year, we were invited to create a couple of pieces for Art in the Park in September here in Tāmaki Makaurau in Auckland. However, we did have to pull out of that. We had just given birth to our darling in August, and it was a little bit hard for us to commit to creating some art last year. So we had the opportunity to be invited to apply for 10 spots, which were sponsored through Art in the Park, and we were accepted, which is very exciting. So that is what you're going to be seeing in future videos. So what does that look like? It's pretty much going to be the journey from the start to the finish. It's going to be us talking to you about our concept, what we wrote in our proposal, what the creative journey is in terms of the design, coming up with those mock-ups for Kaido and the carving itself, showing you through that process. We know that's something that people really want from us, so we'll definitely be doing a few of those videos. We'll also be going through pricing, all of that sort of admin-y side of creating art, as well as bringing you to Art in the Park over the 4 days. So that's taking place this September. We're very excited and very thankful for the opportunity to be able to exhibit. So that's what you'll be seeing from us in future videos, e te whānau. That's a wrap for this video, and we will catch you in the next one. Ngā mihi.
Ka kite.
Kia koutou.